Dear students, this is next heading in the unit complex integration, residues and evaluation of residues. From the beginning, if we revise the headings, first heading Cauchy integral theorem, Cauchy integral formula and formula of derivatives, then Taylor series, Lorentz series, then classification of singularities. Now comes residues and evaluation of residues. So listen here, there are two ways to find residue of a function. There are two ways. One by using formula method and the other one by using Lorentz series. One by using formula method, okay. So how will we find residue using formula method? Let us see through problem, okay. See, find the residue of the function. First problem, see, find the residue of at the poles. Find the residue at the simple pole. See, first you find the poles of the function. So this function, equate the denominator to 0 to find the pole or singular point. Equate denominator to 0, z plus 1 into z minus 2 whole square equal to 0. Or z equal to minus 1, z equal to 2. Hence the poles are z equal to minus 1, a simple pole, z equal to 2, pole of order 2. First question, find the poles. Later, second question, find the residue at the simple pole. So here we have two poles. One is simple pole, other one is pole of order 2. Question is just find the residue at the simple pole. Okay. So to find residue at the simple pole, see, we have formula. Residue of f of z at the simple pole z equal to minus 1 is. What's the formula? Let us see formula. The formula is residue of the function. Then at the point, singular point, which is simple pole, is limit z tend to a, z minus a into f of z. Okay. Residue of the function at z equal to a is limit z tends to a, z minus a, bring this a, z minus a into f of z. So here the simple pole is minus 1. So residue of f of z at z equal to minus 1 is limit z tend to a, z minus a. Our a is minus 1. So z plus 1 into f of z. This is our f of z, where these two get cancelled, okay. These two get cancelled. Hence you see, when these two get cancelled, what we have in these two is when z approaches minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3 whole square, which is 9 answer. And do you know, the term what we write here should get cancelled. Otherwise answer will become infinity. See, minus 1 plus 1 is 0. When denominator answer is 0, it becomes infinity. So the term what we write here will get cancelled with the term which makes the answer infinity, okay. They get cancelled. So this is one method, formula method, okay. Let us see another problem by formula method. Find the residue of the function at z equal to ai. So first let us see, equate the denominator to 0 in rough work. Equate the denominator to 0 in rough work. See, z square equal to minus a square. Z equal to plus or minus ia. So z equal to ia is a root, z equal to minus ia is a root. Z equal to ia and z equal to minus ia. Both are roots. Okay. But we have whole square in the denominator. See, whole square. Hence you see, when it is whole square, you know these two are roots. Z equal to ia is a root. Z minus ia is a factor. So when you multiply these two factors, you will get this answer. When you have whole square, here also we have whole square. So our function is, what is our function? 1 by z plus minus ia whole square into z plus ia whole square. Okay. See. Question is find the residue at z equal to ai. Actually z equal to ai, z equal to minus ai are poles of order 2, right? Because we have whole square here. So they are poles of order 2. So when it is simple pole, finding residue formula is also simple. But when it is pole of order 2 or 3 or m, formula is also different. See, z equal to a is a pole of order m. Then residue of f of z at z equal to a is equal to 1 by order m. M is the order. 1 by m minus 1 factorial. Limit z approaches a. D power this order minus 1 by dz power order minus 1. Z minus a whole to the power order into f of z, which is the formula to find residue when pole is of order m, that is 2, 3, 4, etc. When pole is of order 1, this is the formula. Pole is of order 1 is simple pole. If simple pole, formula is simple. If pole is of order different, then it is formula is also difficult. Okay, it's easy when you understand. So let us replace m is our m is 2. Our m is 2. 2 minus 1 factorial. 2, it is a d power 2 minus 1 by d power 2 minus 1 is 1. dz power 2 minus 1. Z minus ia whole to the power m. And 1 by this z square plus a square. I told you just now, right? The term what we write here should get cancelled. Otherwise answer will become infinity. So we have to write this term as z minus ia whole square into z plus ia whole square. You go through rough work. Okay. See, so that the term will get cancelled. Now this is the answer, right? Now we have to differentiate it before substituting limit. First you differentiate. That's why I have given you, being first problem, many brackets and parentheses. From next problem I will not do. You should know after differentiation you should substitute limit. So it is u by v method. You can use u by v method or take the term to numerator and directly differentiate. Take the term z plus ia whole power minus 2, right? If you take the term to numerator, you can directly differentiate or use u by v method. Then after simplifying, this will become 0. A term z plus ia get cancelled, right? And hence see, substitute z equal to ia, 2ia whole cube, 8ia cube, 2 times 4 times, right? 2 and 4, 8 get cancelled 4 times. I cube is I, right? I cube is I. I cube is I square into I square is minus 1. Here we have already minus 1. So it is I. And we should not have I in the denominator. Let us multiply and divide by I, where I square become negative sign, right? Which complete residue. So you know now how to find residue using formula. How to find residue using formula? We have formula for simple pole, formula for multiple pole, right? Formula for multiple pole, correct. So you know method here. If it is simple pole, so there are two methods to find residue. I have said you now formula method. Formula method to find, right? Let us see some more problems. Some more problems. We know second method, by second method, okay? Now dear students, let us learn second method of finding residue, okay? What is second method of finding residue? See, f of z using Lorentz series we can find residue. So first method is using formula we can find residue. Second method using Lorentz series we find residue. And I have not told about residue. What is residue, right? I tell you. See, let us take this f of z. Use partial fraction method. A by b by c by, right? Find the values of a, b, c, which is left to you, okay? Here the question is, find the function, find the residue of the function at z is equal to 0. So z is equal to 0 is given, right? So we know 0 is less than 1. Hence we have to create condition. Mod z less than 1 is the condition. Okay. Mod z less than 1 is the condition. Let us look at this now. It is 2 by z. This cannot be expanded. This can be expanded when mod z is less than 1 by binomial expansion. It is already mod z less than 1. So this term is ready to expand. This term cannot be expanded. When we come to this term, we have to use the same condition to expand this. So in order to expand this, what we do? We should know whether we have to take z outside or 2 outside. This is the only condition known. Let us divide both sides by 2. 1 by 2 is less than 1. Hence modulus of z by 2 is less than 1. So it is ready to use binomial expansion now. Since modulus of z by 2 is less than 1, take 2 outside. So let us do now. This term is ready to expand, so no simplification. Here you have to take 2 outside. Keep 1 by 2, take this term to numerator. Now use binomial expansion. Use binomial expansion, okay? Which is 2 by z, 1 plus z square, this one. Binomial expansion. So up to this it is known, right? Now comes the new step. Listen here. This is Lorentz series. So how can we get answer from this series? How can we get answer from the residue from this series? It is very easy. Okay? Very easy. See what is coefficient of 1 by z minus 0. 0 is our a here, okay. What is the question? Find the residue of the function at z equal to 0. Z is equal to a, z minus 0, right? See, the coefficient of 1 by z minus a. What is coefficient of 1 by z minus a? Here z is in the numerator. Here in all the terms z is in the numerator. So this is the only term where z is in the denominator, z minus 0. So coefficient is 2. 2. So this 2 is called residue of the function. This 2 is called residue of the function. Okay. So what is by Lorentz series? From Lorentz series, find the coefficient of 1 by z minus a. That coefficient is called residue of the function. See, I have referred here. This is our Lorentz series, right? He put n is equal to 0, etc. These terms are with positive powers. These terms are with negative powers. In negative powers, I need only this term, right? b1 by z minus a. So coefficient of 1 by z minus a is b1. This b1 is called residue. Okay, this is the definition of residue. I told you that. I tell you what is residue, right? This b1 is called residue. We call this b1 as residue of the function. Okay, the name we call b1 as residue of the function f of z. Okay, so this is by Lorentz series. Let us see now definition. See, if a is an isolated singularity, then the coefficient of 1 by z minus a in the Lorentz expansion of f of z is called the residue of f of z. What is coefficient of 1 by z minus a? b1. This b1 is called the residue of the function at z equal to a. So what is residue? So there are two methods to find residue. One by using Lorentz series and the other one by using formula. So what is residue actually? So in Lorentz series, we give importance only to the term 1 by z minus a. Lorentz series has most of the terms with positive powers and many terms with negative powers. But we give importance only to the term 1 by z minus a. Z minus a whole power minus 1. Right? Only one term. The coefficient of 1 by z minus a is called residue. So what do we call the term? The coefficient of 1 by z minus a, it is called residue. Okay? So by using Lorentz series we can find answer, or by using formula we can find answer. So we have seen one problem, how to find residue from Lorentz series, right? Dear students, let us see another problem of finding residue using Lorentz series. So this is the function given. Let us take the function, use partial fraction method in order to get Lorentz series. Find the values of a, b, c. Okay, I have done for you. I need not do, but I have done for you, and I got answer a, b, c. Okay. So after finding this is f of z. Okay, left hand side is f of z. After finding this, listen here. Let us see what the question is. Find. If you look at our first problem, they have asked us to find residue at the point z equal to 0. They mentioned, but here they said find residue at isolated singularities. Okay. So to find residue at isolated singularity. What are the isolated singularities here? Z equal to 1 and z equal to minus 2. Z equal to 1 and z equal to minus 2 are the isolated singularities. So we have to find residue at these two isolated singularities. Let us take residue of f of z at z equal to 1, which is coefficient of 1 by z minus 1. That is the formula, right? Residue of f of z at z equal to a is coefficient of 1 by z minus a. Coefficient of 1 by z minus 1. So let us consider the denominators. Listen here. Z minus 1, z plus 2, z plus 2 whole square, right? See, I need z minus 1, the term. First term is very ready. It is already z minus 1. But second and third are z plus 2. We have to change it to z minus 1. Z should be z minus 1. So I should add and subtract 1. Z minus 1 plus 2, which is 3. Similarly here z minus 1 plus 1 plus 2, which is 3. So we have to add and subtract. Why? What is the reason? I need coefficient of 1 by z minus 1. Okay. In order to find coefficient of 1 by z minus 1, I should have all the terms in terms of z minus 1. So let us rewrite it. Z plus 2 can be written as z minus 1 plus 3, which is z plus 2. Right? Now we have to decide, right, to expand this by using binomial expansion. We should know whether we have to take 3 outside or z minus 1 outside. So we have to create condition. Condition is not given. We have to create condition to find residue at z equal to 1. Condition is z minus 1. And we have 3 here, right? We have 3 here. We should know whether we should take 3 outside or not. So z equal to 1, which is less than 3. Z equal to 1 is less than 3. Am I? Z equal to 1 is less than 3. That is z minus 1. Modulus of z minus 1 is less than 3. So since we need inequality less than inequality 1, let us divide both sides by 3 in order to use binomial expansion. So we have to create this condition, okay? We have to create this condition. Say what it is. We should know whether we should take 3 outside or this term outside. We need to find residue at the point z equal to 1. So z equal to 1, 1 is less than 3. So z mod z minus 1 less than 3, which is, so we have to take 3 outside from both. Take 3 outside already 8 by 9 by 3, 8 by 27. 1 plus z minus 1 by 3. Here minus 4 by 3 already outside. If I take 3 outside, 3 square becomes 9. We should take 9 outside. 1 plus z minus 1 by 3 whole square. So 9 already we have 3 in the numerator, right? So it should be 27. 27. Now take the term to numerator. Use binomial expansion. And we need not know this term because we need answer of coefficient of 1 by z minus a. Here see all the terms of z minus 1 are with positive sign. Here also if you use binomial expansion, all the terms will be with z minus 1 positive powers. So this is the only term with negative power. Z minus 1 whole power minus 1. Take the term to numerator. Z minus 1 whole power minus 1. So this is the only term with negative power. Other terms are with positive sign. So we need coefficient of 1 by z minus 1. Coefficient of 1 by z minus 1 is 9. Sorry, 1 by 9. 1 by 9. Next we have to find residue at z equal to minus 2. Right? So in order to find residue of f of z equal to minus 2, coefficient of 1 by z plus 2 should be known. Coefficient of 1 by z plus 2. So this is the term. This is already in z plus 2 form. Z plus 2 form. We should change it to z plus 2. If I add plus 2, I should subtract plus 2. I should subtract 2. So z plus 2 minus 3. So that all the terms will be with the denominator z plus 2. Now, since z is equal to minus 2, let us see. We have to create condition, right? To create condition. Coefficient of 1 by z plus 2. Z plus 2 minus 3. So in order to create condition, here we should know whether we need to take 3 outside, right? So we should compare z plus 2 with 3. Z is equal to minus 2 is the question. See, z is equal to minus 2. Since I have 3 here, I should know whether I should take 3 outside. Minus 2 is less than 3. So bring 2 this side. Modulus of z plus 2 is less than 3. Divide both sides in order to use binomial expansion. So now take 3 outside. This become, you should know this step, right? I need not explain. Listen here, if you take 3 outside, you will have minus 1. But we need 1 minus x form. So take with negative sign outside. 1 minus x form. And these two are with as it is. As it is. There are no terms to take outside. And let us bring 9 down. Take this term to numerator. And here also use binomial expansion for all. All these terms are with positive powers. These two terms are with negative powers of z plus 2. Z plus 2 whole power minus 1, Z plus 2 whole power minus 2. I need answer of coefficient of 1 by z plus 2. Coefficient of 1 by z plus 2 is 8 by 9, which is the answer. Okay. So this is, and so you know now what is residue. What is residue? Residue is the coefficient of 1 by z minus a in Lorentz series. Coefficient of 1 by z minus a in Lorentz series is called residue. We call it as residue. So there are two methods to find residue. One by using Lorentz series, the definition method. Second one by using formula method, right? And you may think I have done only 2 problems using formula method and 2 problems using Lorentz series, right? And listen here, in Lorentz series, though I do more than 10-15 problems, many of you may feel difficult, okay? Rarely they specify using Lorentz series find residue. That's why I stop with 2 problems here. But in formula method, listen here, we are going to do the same in the next heading, Cauchy's residue theorem. We are going to find residues again. So 2 problems is sufficient now. We shall see more problems in the next heading, okay? Okay, now we shall see next heading in the next video. Thank you, ma'am.